Hi friends, in this session we will discuss the curriculum or changes applicable for 2023 FRM Part 1 and Part 2 examinations. Just like every year on 1st of December, Garp released their applicability of curriculum for 2023 session or upcoming session. Now here this particular applicability or this curriculum will be applicable for all the examinations conducted in 2023, May, August, November, all exams. And this time we have surprise for both FRM Part 1 and Part 2. Small surprise for FRM Part 1, big surprise for FRM Part 2. So make sure you watch this video till end to know all the surprises you have. Okay, and there are small changes as well as big changes. Before we begin our discussion of changes or the curriculum, my introduction. My name is Shashank Wande. I'm certified FRM and I'm founder of Falcon, which is Garp approved preparation provider. If you're planning for self-study, video classes, or say live classes or classroom trainings, we got you covered. We provide all sort of content. So do check out our products and I will provide this particular products link in the description. Now here, before we begin the discussion again, we have FRM Part 1 and Part 2 separate discussions. So FRM Part 1, we will discuss the changes or the additions learning objective wise. The very specific reason for this is there are few changes or addition in learning objectives of FRM Part 1's topics. On the other hand, for FRM Part 2, we will only stick to topic-wise discussion and we don't need to focus on the learning objective because there are no addition or deletion in learning objectives. So learning objectives are same, only new topics are there or some topics are removed from FRM Part 2. Likewise, right? So let's start the discussion. So first here, we have this topic name. This is for the FRM Part 1 and learning objectives are 2022 and learning objectives are 2023, which will be applicable for 2023. So wherever you see learning objective in blue color, so this means these learning objectives are exactly same, which like the same for 2023, okay, and 2022 2023 are same. Now first chapter is building blocks of risk management, same, no changes. How do firms manage financial risk, same, no changes. Mainly in foundations of risk management, there are literally no changes. So your curriculum is exactly same. You don't have to bother about it. Now here we enter into book 2. So starting with fundamentals of probabilities. In fundamentals of probability, random variable, common univariate, multivariate, sample moments, hypothesis testing, no changes. Everything is as it is, just like 2022. Now here, in linear regression, previously in 2022, these are your learning objectives, but now for 2023, we have additional learning objective. Now this learning objective relates to estimate the correlation coefficient from R-square measures obtained in linear regression with single explanatory variable. Now this particular learning objective or the concept was important even in 2022. But as per Garp's learning objective, this particular topic was not mentioned. But now I will show you my or Falcon Edifin's 2022 books. So what we did here. So you can check this is 2022's book. And here I guess this is page number 89 and we can directly just a second. Page number 89. 89. Okay. So this is learning objective which will be applicable for 2023. And what I did, I knew like this particular point is important and testable. So even though it was not provided in 2022's learning objective, I separately provided this particular point, this particular learning objectives ultimate outcome which is testable for exam here. You can read this statement like the important note for exam. So R square is also a square of correlation coefficient, or we can say correlation coefficient is equal to under root of R square. Very important for exam, but this was not covered in 2022 learning objective, but we provided because I know like this is important area, right? So see here. Now obviously what happens generally, so when there is like one of my student was using multiple materials and other materials, this particular concept was not explained. The R square and the correlation coefficients relationship was not mentioned in books. So she was saying like, why do we have the extra concepts which are not available in other books. So my answer to that particular query at the time, I just said like, because I think this is important. Now this is the proof that whatever I was thinking, like the concept was important, is important, and now Garp added this particular concept. Now one more thing. Here, similarly in next chapter, so first chapter was linear regression. Next chapter is linear regression or regression with multiple explanatory variables. Here you can see, calculate the regression R square using three components of the decomposed variation of dependent variable data, okay, which is explained sum of squares, total sum of squares, and so on. This learning objective was missing in 2022, but now applicable for 2023. Here again, because I knew this is important, we covered this learning objective, not as a learning objective, as a concept in this discussion. So here you can see directly this is covered, the ESS upon TSS and RSS upon TSS minus 1 or 1 minus RSS upon TSS is that learning objective. So even though it was not part of curriculum, we provided it because this particular concept is important for exam. Okay, so this type of care we are taking here. Now next addition in learning objective is in measuring returns, volatility, and correlation. So compare and contrast the different measures of correlation used to assess dependence. So this particular learning objective was not separately covered because like I can't be correct for all three times, right? So this was not covered. This was discussed even in the Garp's book as well as in Falcon's book, but not directly. There is no specific mention of this learning objective, but for your curriculum for 2023, I will add this as a learning objective and then we will discuss it separately. Okay, so same content but separately discussed. Apart from this, now the big change and the big surprise. We have two additions in FRM Part 1 Book 2. So first is the very interesting addition, and second is also interesting addition. So first is machine learning method and then machine learning predictions. So these are theoretical backgrounds of practical concepts. Like we teach machine learning for FRM students. So for me, the problem was whenever I'm teaching something like any concept in machine learning, how to explain that particular concept to FRM candidates and without consuming a lot of time in theory. Now Garp solved this problem, so all the theory is covered in your curriculum and now I have to only discuss the practical aspect of it. So in machine learning, these are theoretical backgrounds of, as we discussed, the theoretical background of practical concepts. So we cover almost all the basic machine learning methods as well as all the basic prediction methods or the prediction approaches. So here you can see, and whenever we release our books, so we will cover this with like charts. There is scope of a lot of charts and all. And that's it. So this is the new changes, or this much changes are there. Rest of the content is exactly same as 2022 or 2023. Now if you are planning to use Falcon study notes, so I would recommend you to use 2023 and not 2022, because we don't change or update our curriculum just based on the syllabus changes. We also change it based on the exam feedback and students feedback. So I'll be changing a lot of content in our like books, study notes. So make sure you use 2023, and also obviously the new content will be added there. Rest of the learning objectives are already present in book, so don't have to worry about it. So rest of the content, it starts with, this is a book 3, banks, insurance companies, introduction to derivatives, and so on. No changes at all. And then we have book 4, again no changes at all. It is exactly same as it is. Okay, now this is FRM Part 1's changes or the curriculum applicability. Now FRM Part 2. In FRM Part 2, we are starting with market risk. Absolutely no changes, exactly same. FRM Part 2's credit risk, no changes again. FRM Part 2's liquidity risk, no changes at all. Risk management and investment management, this is subject number 5, no changes at all. And now welcome to operational risk. In operational risk, we have a lot of deletion, lot of new addition, and even if like there are just 7 topics up front which are completely new, these are bulky topics. Okay, these are very heavy topics. So new section, this is new section. So first 7 topic, then 9th topic is new, completely new. 11th topic is completely new. 13th, 14th topic is completely new, and 16th topic is completely new. So these are the completely new topics. Okay, so there are like lot of topics. Garp deleted lot of topics and added new topics. So this is what happened for 2023. So you have really one full subject to read and prepare, and I have one full subject to record and prepare and create notes on. So we both have a lot of work to do for 2023 session. Now here there is just a note. I don't know if the same mistake is done by Garp in your learning objective, the student's learning objective. So I use the preparation provider. Being a Garp approved preparation provider, Garp provides us a learning objective statements and all the material before it is released. Okay. Now here what Garp did, Garp mentioned the cyber resilience range of practices and cyber resilience range of practices twice in that particular learning objective guide. So I kept it like that. And again, striving for operational resilience and striving for operational resilience, same topic was mentioned again. This is one topic only. So effectively you have only 26 topics, okay, not 28 topics. So these are just a repetition. So I don't know exactly what's with your learning objective, the student's learning objective. So you can check, and based on that you can take the decision. Now in current issues, here we have first three topics which are exactly same as 2022. And then we have new topics. So these are the new topics. Okay. So these are all the changes which are applicable for 2023. So we are going to update FRM Part 2 curriculum substantially. The videos will be updated and all. And in case you are taking classes from Faculties for FRM Part 2, so your syllabus will be released on monthly basis. Okay, because we have to work a lot on lot of content, and there is like complete revamp of a full subject. So there is a lot of work for us. Okay, so that's all. These are all the changes which are for 2023 session. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.